I'm hoping you will bring a somewhat different perspective to some of the tenor and direction of the conversation so far as a leader of the Senate.
My fellow panelists and Nigerians, I want to show a deep appreciation to be here. We are here specifically to talk about how to pull us back from the brink. And so, when I was contacted, I also asked a question. Do you really want us to talk about the problems, or do we come and paper everything over as usual and go away and the problem continues? Because I don't think that there's anything new we're going to say that has not been said. What I think is that everything has been said, all the proposals have been given, but no one wants to have the will to be able to do what is necessary. I want to thank Governor El-Rufai for all the things he has said. You know, these are wonderful things and the way that you're going about it. But I want to actually say, if we want to have a conversation, can we look at certain questions and ask ourselves those questions? Since this is the first set of the discussions we're going to do, either today or maybe in another discussion, we can ask ourselves one question. And the first one is, why now? What is it that has led us to this point in just a few years? And it seems like the whole of Nigeria is burning. There must be a way for us to try to find out why? Because it wasn't like this. And all of a sudden we see this. Secondly, there's been so much talk about profiling. And I agree with it. And I would like us to also have a conversation along that line. If a header is carrying an AK-47 and a criminal is carrying an AK-47 and both of them are in the same place, how do you differentiate them? Because it is necessary for us to be able to draw lines somewhere. If we are looking at that, we should also look at something else. If, like Governor El-Rufai has said, the police, the military, and all that, they don't seem to be enough. But I don't think that that is only the problem. And I can tell you, as the minority leader, I get people who call me from our place to say, this has happened here. These people have come and done this. And we have reported to the police. And when we report, we become the victims. They instead turn around to arrest us. So, what type of training do we give to our law enforcement agencies so that they can differentiate between the genuine person who has a problem and somebody who they say is profiling a set of people? Now, we can also go to ask another question. And that is it possible for Nigerians to ignore the matter of attachment to land? Because that is very critical for us to have this conversation. If somebody, I think I read somewhere that close to 80% of Nigeria's land is in the 19 states of the north. About 22% or so is in the 18 states of the south. And somebody in a forest in the south is being told to leave his land in order to be alive, so that another person can stay there. How do you think the person will feel? And I think Governor Fayemi said that victims need to be treated with some compassion. And I think that those are the kind of questions that I think we need to try. And I think the panelists, maybe you will all look at it. There is something that is going on, and I think Governor Fayemi and Governor El-Rufai, I need to let you know, from Ruga to the waterways bill, to the national livestock transformation plan, all the way to what the Minister of Justice suggested, a commission for heads. I don't know what the commission is for, but at the root of it, what Nigerians see is a grab for land. So we must deal with the land problem and how people are attached to it. That must be a conversation that we must have. And I joined Governor El-Rufai to agree that if there is no quick access to justice, there's absolutely no way people who are aggrieved will feel that something has been done for them. There must be that. But on the basis of that, let me make my final submission so that you know that I won't take so much of your time. And that is that if you don't make something as the base of anything, whatever you put on top of it will collapse. Governor El-Rufai has said it. The base is fairness and justice. You must treat everybody equally. Once you do that, then people will buy into your solutions. And when they buy into your solutions, then you can continue to have a viable country. I want to stop there because I think we're going off a break.
Thank you very much, Senator. We will now take a short break, and when we come back, we will go to the list for quick responses, and then we'll have a more generalized conversation. We'll be back.